When searching for graphics on Freepik, one thing that you want to be careful of is that you're actually downloading the correct type of file for the correct program. So if you hit the filter option here on the Freepik homepage, you'll see that there are 4 categories. There are vectors, photos, PSD, which stands for Photoshop files, and icons. The icons actually require sometimes a different subscription, so you can still use them for free, but if you have a premium account, the icons aren't included in that premium account, so it can be kind of frustrating. But if you're just using everything for free, then the icons are fine. A brief note about the difference between vectors, photos, and the PSD files. Vector graphics are very specific types of graphics that are created using mathematical equations behind the scenes in whatever vector editing program you're using. That means that every time they are opened in a vector program, you can resize them and make changes to them without any loss of quality ever, because the size is constantly being computed by behind-the-scene mathematics. And that's very different than photos or PSD files, which are created in sort of it's called like a raster or a pixel-based version. So it's like what you see is what you get. And it's really important when you're creating documents that you create the document in Photoshop or when editing photos for the final result, because it's very difficult to actually make those bigger later on. It can actually cause problems. So if you are creating those, if you're creating a graphic that you one day anticipate it being used for a billboard, for example, you would have to recreate that from scratch in a raster-based program like Photoshop. But if you used Illustrator and created it as a vector, then you can just go back in and resize the artboard and the artwork without any problem at all. So when you are searching for graphics, if you're wanting to use Adobe Illustrator, what you will want to be looking for are vectors. So once I select that filter option, you can see that the page refreshes. And so now I know that any search that I do for any topic, it will show me vectors in particular.